to prove it. Why, oh, why am I the only one who sees it? The devil's in the details, everything's strategic. I need holy water, I need Holy Spirit. You can lay and rot, I resurrect like Jesus. I'm still living, I'm still getting it, I'm still putting in work. I'm still repping, got my weapon and I hit them where it hurts. I'm still 7 steps ahead of heaven, heavily immersed. Shotty in the Chevy, lady got to send me in the purse. I'm still living, I'm still getting it, I'm still putting in work. I'm still repping, got my weapon and I hit them where it hurts. I'm still 7 steps ahead of heaven, heavily immersed. Shotty in the Chevy, lady got to send me in the purse.
Resurrection, I'm alive. Put me in a box like I'm paralyzed. You're gonna pay for what you stole. I'm alive, I'm alive.
This is Cedarwood Luxury Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio.
Like a heart attack, I'm taking back.
Now you know, now you know. If you know, you know. The big ballers in town.
Happy New Year to you all. This is another beautiful year, 2024. I pray this new year will bring prosperity. This 2024 is a year of investment. That's why I'm bringing you people Cedarwood City Estate Owerri, powered by P1 Plus. My name is Emmanuel Madweki. I'm the business development manager of P1 Plus. This is the beautiful estate in the city of Owerri. This estate shares proximity with Olako Junction. Stone throw to Sambakwe Airport is a nice estate you should not miss. When we started this estate, it was selling for 3 million naira. But guess what? It has appreciated to 4 million naira. That's what we are selling here. Do you know why? Because we are going to have more development in this estate. Few months from now, this price 4 million is not going to remain the same. Few months from now, this estate will still appreciate to 5 million naira. So if you missed the opportunity when it was selling for 3 million, don't miss this opportunity as it's selling for 4 million naira now. This estate has an amazing land title, registered survey and power of attorney. And when you buy here, you don't have business to the community again. Company have settled the community, company have settled the youth. You don't pay agent fee.
Introducing Billionaires Gulf City by Cedarwood, the very first of its kind in the beautiful city of Asaba. But before then, let's take you back in history.
Golf traces its roots back to 15th century Scotland, where it was played on natural terrain with basic clubs and balls. Over time, it evolved into its modern form with standardized rules and equipment and gained a global following.
The establishment of professional tournaments such as the Open Championship in 1860 and legendary players like Old Tom Morris and Harry Vardon elevated golf's status. In the early to mid 20th century, golf became popular among social elites, solidifying its place in society.
Modern golf has witnessed worldwide expansion, advancement in course design, technology and equipment, as well as notable players who have shaped the sport. The rise of televised events and global tours demonstrates golf's adaptability and enduring popularity in the world of sports.
It is what it is. Billionaires Gulf City by Cedarwood Estates, located in the city of Iguzo, Asaba, Delta State. P1 Plus has been able to revolutionize the way real estate is being seen and done in the city of Asaba. And let me tell you something, you don't need to break the bank to own a piece of land in Gulf City by Cedarwood. Alan, can you tell them the price? Yes, this place is currently selling at a promo price of just 7.5 million naira. Documentation all inclusive. Actual price is 12 million naira. Don't snooze, don't waste time. Come grab your plot right now because it's not much anymore in the market. People are already buying, and I don't want you to tell me that, oh bro, you not tell me. But I tell you right now, come and grab your plot in Billionaire Gulf City by Cedarwood.
Subscribe to Billionaires Gulf City by Cedarwood today.
Hello everyone, my name is David, Programs and Broadcast Coordinator for Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio. Would you love to feature on any of the Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio program? do well to reach out to us via the number right there on the screen, irrespective of who you are, what you are, where you are, and what you do. The Cedarwood Luxury online platform is available and open to every one of you.
Gonna pay for what you stole. I'm alive, I'm alive. Thought I'm gone, but I'm coming back. You know I'm quick like a heart attack. I'm taking back the throne. I'm alive, I'm alive.
All right, Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome to yet the very last session for today, which is the voice of program on Nigeria's first real estate radio, Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio. Has been a wonderful it has been a wonderful Wednesday, and trust you had a good day at work or probably at your marketplace. For those of you working from home, you don't know what God has done for you. But irrespective, trust you had a wonderful Wednesday. Yes, the morning session, the afternoon session, and this evening session. It has been a wonderful day so far. Great conversation during the Real Estate in Nigeria program. Do well to go back to that session and then just to pick a few things. Quite an insightful conversation we had at 1 p.m. It's a conversation that you can go over and over. Like, you can just feel free to go over it as much as you can. All right. Now, this is the Voice Up program. Yes, it comes your way every Wednesday at 4 p.m. and this is the opportunity you have to talk about what you want to talk about. My name is David and I'm your host with you. I'm your host always.
I'm still rapping, got my weapon and I hit.
All right, welcome. So I don't know what's actually going on. I'm just missing my words. My words are just jam packing in my mouth, and all of them are coming out at the same time and just saying 100 things together. But then it's going to be a wonderful time this afternoon. Yes. Have you or are you in a situation where you find out that you're in love with two persons? Is that really, really possible? Does it really exist? Like, is it really a thing? Is it really a thing? Some people say, it's not possible to be in love with two people. Have you been in love with two people? I want us to talk. If you're out there, you're watching me right now, you don't fall in love with two people. You don't fall in love with two people before. You don't fall in love with two persons before. Come. This is the time. Now, you see, this platform is not everybody feel free. Now we gather every Wednesday every Wednesday 4 o'clock. We'll just come open our mouth. Just talk about what we won't really talk about. So this afternoon, what we won't really talk about now, say it just has to do with you falling in love with two people. Have you been in that situation? Are you currently in that situation where you found yourself, or you say you're in love with two persons? It has a male or a female. I remember I was speaking with a friend, and then I asked the question, are you single? Are you mingle? She said she's actually in talking stage with, I say, okay, yeah, you're in talking stage. Yeah, so what's up? What's going on? How is it going? And she said it's going fine. It's just that I can't really remember how she put down, but it's the fact that she's in talking stage with several guys, and I'm like, oh, really? Yo, wow. And I'm like, okay, so why is that? Why? I mean, just pick one person from, and she was like, it's just difficult to pick. Why is it difficult? Why is it so? She said, and she made mention of the fact that, all the guys that she's in talking stage with happens to be, they possess the kind of attribute and everything that she wants in a guy. And I'm like, you're very, very, very unserious. You're not a serious person at all. So this afternoon, the thing just entered my head. That's true. This situation of, say, people they talk, and they are in love with two persons. You see a young guy you see a young guy saying he's in love with two ladies. Especially for the ones that's about to go into a relationship, trying to say he doesn't know who who to date from the two, or probably has somebody he's dating and is trying to. I've seen situations of somebody that is in a relationship. We've heard situations, we've seen situations of people in a relationship and also in love with someone outside their relationship, and they claim they are in love with both of them. They claim they're in love with both of them, and that reminds us of a song. I think Tony Tetwila, he sang a song, "I'm in love with two women, I don't know which one to choose." Oh yeah, Namo play am. For those of you out there that are in love with more than one person, or more than one person, either as a male or a female, this song is dedicated to you. Listen to it, dance to it. After dancing, we'll come back and then talk about it. So then, yeah, just stay tuned. Those of you that are in love with two people, take your song. Go. Wait. Start again.
Sell it. Hey, all my people, let's go. Ghana, Niger, let's go. All my people, let's go. Ghana, Niger, let's go. Sell it. I'm in love with two women, I don't know which one to take. I'm in love with two women, I don't know which one to take. I'm in love with two women, I don't know which one to take. I'm in love with two women, I don't know which one to take. I started with Bola for school and there was no order. We just be like partners at the same time we love each other. I no one leave her alone because she is strong with me like stone. Some toast stuck on the bone because they want Bola to be their own. Waiting I go do if I no see Bola for one day. School life is the best. I can't think say you know go end. I'm in love with two women. I don't know which one to take. I'm in love with two women. I don't know which one to take. I'm in love with two women. I don't know which one to take. I'm in love with two women. I don't know which one to take. I'm in love with two women. I don't know which one to take. I'm in love with two women.
Yes, so.
I don't know which one to take.
But the fact that two girls are bit tight, I don't know which one I they like. Yes, so we be love no fight. Yes, so let's get it done right. Now who be you want talk say you know go do if you did through in the midst of two Tony, BIP, Nigeria, Ghana, face to face with 10 hour.
All right, so those of you out there that are in love with two persons and you don't know what to do, or you gather yourselves. If you are under the sound of my voice, you're watching me right now, wherever you are, if you are in this, if this is your current reality, you found yourself in a situation where you are in love with two persons, either as a guy or as a lady, let's come together. Everybody come. For those of you that are in love with more than two persons, it's the Lord God Almighty that will save you.
I come up for school and I come enter music line. Most of all
It's so amazing that this song is 5 minutes long, other than the ones we have these days are just 1 minute, 2 minutes, and at least. So yeah, let's talk about you being in love with two persons. How did you find yourself in this situation? How did it happen? This is the Voice Up program, and it's the platform that gives you the opportunity to express yourself, to talk about what you want to talk about. And over time, we've introduced various conversations. We've brought different topics to the table, to the program, and we understand that these topics can be very, very personal to you. And the reason we do this is to give you that opportunity to, express yourself. So, like I would always say, when something relating to you, something you can relate with is being, talked about, it gives you that ginger, that morale to learn from it, and also gives you the ability to ask questions. So, for instance, we're talking about you being in love with two persons, and I can imagine there are several people out there who's I mean, several people out there that is currently in this situation, being in love with two persons. All right. So yeah, if you are, I mean, I can imagine there are quite a number of persons out there listening, watching me right now that are that's in this situation, and coming across this conversation will now give you the ability to say, oh yes, that's true. This is my current reality. I don't know how to go about it. I don't know what to do. And this is my question. You see it now. So that is the aim that is the aim, and that is the aim behind bringing topics to the Voice Up program. Now, irrespective of the topic on ground, irrespective of what we're talking about, you also have the opportunity. You also should please feel free to talk about anything else, irrespective of the fact that it is outside what we're talking about currently. So, those of you out there in love with more than one person, this song is still for you. So quickly, let's just segue into the discourse, into the topic this afternoon. I would love to hear from you via the comment section if you can, either live on Facebook or YouTube, or reach us via the WhatsApp number right there on the screen. If you're currently in this situation of you being in love with more than one person, let's talk about it. If you've been in this situation before, let's talk about it. Share your story. How were you able to come out of it? How did you go about it? Someone who wants to learn from you. Someone wants to learn from your experience. Somebody wants to know how you were able, to just go about it and just, overcome that situation. So, yeah, if you're out there watching me right now, we are talking about you being in love with two persons. It is a Voice Up show. It comes your way every Wednesday at 4 p.m. This is the time where we just come to relax, just relax, have good time together, good talk, express yourself the way you want to. And the good thing about this platform or this program is that irrespective of what you talk about, your identity is safe. It is highly confidential. We don't condemn anyone here. We just want to be of impact in our own little way. And you see, they say a problem shared is a problem solved. So we come here to share our problems for it to be solved. All right. Yeah. Emotionally, mentally, maritally, financially. It's just that we might not have the money to give you. But then once we talk about it, it goes a long way in solving that challenge irrespective of what it is. All right. So yeah, being in love is brilliant, right? But what if it's not that simple? If you have feelings for more than one person, oh boy, that's a confusing situation to be in. Come on. I mean, that's really, really confusing. Have I been in love with two persons before? I can't remember. I'm not sure if I have. Oh, yes. Oh, have I? I can't really remember. I think I have, but that's like we literally guys can fall in love with 100 persons at the same time, 100 ladies. So leave that level. yeah. So back to the topic. So I said that's a confusing situation, right? It is indeed a confusing situation to be in, and you might be feeling really torn about how to choose, especially if one of them is already your partner. So in a situation where you're in a relationship with someone already, and boom, all of a sudden you fell in love with someone else. Can you also tell me, aside from the fact that I want you to talk to me, answer the question, which is, have you fell in love, or have you been in love with more than one person, or are you currently in love with more than one person? Can you point out the reason why you're in love with this second person? Yes, with this second person. Yes, now you're in love with this first person, but what actually happened? What actually played out? What's about this person's personality? What's about this person that you feel or you think you are in love with this person, putting you in a situation of being in love with more than one person? All right. So, yeah. So let's talk about it. I really would love to know why. How did it happen? what's about this person? What is the cocoa, the reason, the major cause of you being in love with the second party? All right, so we'll run through some ways to figure out what to do next. But remember that the decision is ultimately yours to make, irrespective of the solution I'm going to give to you. I'm going to tell you, oh, this is how this is how you're going to go about it. If you find yourself in love with two persons, it's still left for you to decide if you want to continue falling in love with two persons. Something just entering my head now is that the reason? Is that the reason we have? Is that the reason we have some men getting married to more than one woman? Guys, guess the song that is playing in my head. Today is not old school Thursday. No, we'll do old school on Friday on the lighter show. All right. But then let me just keep this song on repeat. Oh my God. All right. So yeah. Okay, I'm not sure that's the song. All right, so no. So let's leave the music and let's just concentrate on what we're talking about this morning. This is not a music show; it's a voice-off show. All right, so can you be in love with two people at the same time? Do you agree someone can be in love with two people at the same time? Let's argue that in the comment section. Let's go. Without wishing to make love sound mechanical, it's essentially a bunch of electrical signals whizzing around your brain. The same can be said of lust. So do you think you are in love with the second person or you are lusting after the second person? Let's go. And there is no physical reason why those signals can't whiz around in relation to two different persons. Whether you were already in love with one person before having strong feelings for another, or if those feelings sprung up for both people simultaneously, it doesn't really matter. The fact is, you can love two people at the same time. I've answered the question. Okay. Yeah, so you can love two people at the same time. So don't try to invalidate your feelings for one person or both people by believing that love is always exclusive. That said, later on in the course of this discussion, we'll suggest that you examine your feelings carefully and give you some guidance on how to do that. What to do when you love two people? Here are some practical steps that I want to give to you this afternoon that you can take that might help you, that should help you and will help you. All right. Number one, consider how you really feel. First off, you need to figure out how you really feel about these two people. If you think you're in love with them, you need to work out how that is manifesting. Be honest with yourself. Is it love with both? Is it love with both of them, or is it lust? You need to be honest with yourself at this point. You know, somebody asked a funny question on Twitter, said, men's love for busty ladies, is it real or fake? When I saw the question, I ignored it. Okay, at that point, I was like, that's true. You see, this is where, me talking about you being honest with yourself. So you need to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, this second party that I'm in love with, is it really love or lust? Because back to the question I asked concerning, the question I asked, the post I talked about earlier, somebody asking, does men really, really like this love for busting ladies from men? Is it really real or fake? Like, is it original or fake, or is it just because of the milk industry and the hair? So you see now, so you need to just get to that point where you have to be honest with yourself and just say, is this really love or love? Or you just want to shove and clean, man? My brother, tell yourself the truth. So maybe you are no longer in love with your partner. Now that can also play out. Probably you've lost interest. You're no longer in love with your partner. You see, now that gap, another person now fills it in. You know, that gap has been filled with another with feelings for another person. So you see it now. So maybe you're no longer in love with your partner if they are one of the two people, but you are so used to being with them that you assume you still love them. So yeah, it's just a situation of you, someone you're literally so used to, you vibe well. Do you know that you can be so used to somebody? You can be so the word I'm trying to use. You can be so fond of somebody that you think you're in love with that person. You guys can vibe well. You guys can be literally very close. You share everything like family, brother, sister relationship kind of. But then you just know that you guys are very close, but you might mistaken it to being in love with that person. You see it now. So maybe you're no longer in love with your. Okay, so I've said that already. It's just that sometimes you assume you're in love with somebody you're so close to. You assume that you're in love with somebody you're so fond, you're so used to, and all that. So you need to consider how you feel and be honest with yourself concerning how you feel. The second step is, or the second thing I want to give to you is, question how genuine your feelings are. Feelings are confusing. They can appear for all sorts of reasons. Sometimes you are genuine and reflective of what's really going on. Other times you are not real, but they still tell us something valid. If you're in love with two people, you might be trying to feel what is missing in one person with the idea of the other. For example, your boyfriend might be great, but never has sex with you. The guy at work you fancy will definitely have sex with you, so you are projecting that need onto him, and your mind is convincing you that you're in love with him when really you just want to have sex. On a deeper level, if your partner can't give you the emotional support you truly need, you might think you have feelings for the friend or the person who can do what your partner cannot do for you. You see it now. So most of the times, you need to question how genuine your feelings are. Your feelings can be very, very funny. You can probably just like somebody because of something that you maybe not getting from your partner, and that might just make you feel that, oh yeah, you are in love with this person because you're getting whatever it is from this person that you're not getting from your partner. So you need to be sure of how genuine, ask yourself how genuine your feelings can be. And by the way, before I proceed, let me quickly use this opportunity to send a very, very big birthday shout out to a colleague of mine in the person of Onome. Happy super birthday, Onome, right there in Asaba. Yes, a very, very fantastic young lady in the city of Asaba. On Friday, we'll have proper celebrations for everyone whose birthday is this week. And definitely not forgetting to send a birthday shout out to Evans Tochuku, whose birthday was yesterday, Tuesday. Happy super birthday, Evans. Many more years to come in good health and plenty money. I celebrate you all. All right, so back to the conversation. Yeah, so question how genuine your feelings are. All right, so it is important you question yourself and probe yourself and know how genuine your feelings are. So on a deeper level, if your partner can't give you the emotional support you truly need, you might think you have feelings for the other friend who can and does give you that support. So I mean, just relating to what I said, probably your partner is not giving you exactly the way you want it and what you want, and someone else is also offering you, giving you that support and all that, that attention and all that, and you end up feeling thinking you're in love with that person. Projecting is very normal, but it can make things very confusing, and it can be tricky to know when something is genuine and when we're actually just focusing on the idea or concept of someone else or a different relationship. If your feelings for one person are quite rocky at times, you might really like the idea of stability. This can cause you to look for that quality somewhere else, elsewhere, and might mean that you then fantasize about a person who can give you that stability. The worse things get with your partner, the more you crave someone who can make you feel secure, and the more likely you are to transfer that need onto someone else and then convince yourself that you have feelings for them. Of course, your feelings for both people might be very real. You might genuinely be in love with both of them. What kind of love is it? So then the question is, how genuine is your feelings? Now, the third step is figure out what type of love you are feeling. All right, we all love different people in different ways, whether it's a friend, family member, or romantic partner. Each romantic relationship we have will be different and will feel and act differently because of that. Our personalities can shift when we are with certain people, and they may bring out different traits in us. Every relationship evolves over time. Every relationship revolves over time too, and the type of love you had with your partner 5 years ago is likely to be different to the type of love you have with them now. If you think you're in love with two people at the same time, you need to figure out what kind of love you have for them both before you know and how to handle it. Familiar love is the kind of love, we have different kind of love. So we have familiar love, which is the kind of love you probably feel if you've been with someone for a while. It's comfortable and you both know each other really well. You've seen each other at your highest and lowest points, and there's a lot of trust and companionship. The excitement might have gone slightly though. That's not much left to do for the first time anymore, and that can make love feel a bit dull or boring. People who are in this kind of relationship might start to wonder what else is out there, or feel as though they are only still together because of the history they share together. We have romantic love, which is often referred to as the honeymoon phase. You are in a relatively new relationship, but you've both established where you stand. Things are great, you have a lot of fun together, everything is still exciting, and you feel really positive about where it's all going. You still have a lot of sex, cuddles, romantic dates nights, and a love up life together. There's plans for the future, but there's no pressure for things to move quickly, and you are just enjoying spending time together. We have sexual love as well, which is the kind of love that makes things confusing. It's something that you can experience with someone outside your relationship, which is often why people find themselves having feelings for more than one person at a time. Sexual love is exactly how it sounds. It's a type of lust, and it mainly focuses on sexual attraction and compatibility. Desire for this kind of love with someone other than our partner often occurs when it's missing from our relationship. It might be that we've not had sex with our partner for a while, or no longer feel sexually attracted to them. As such, we are drawn to that energy with someone else and project feelings of love onto them out of our desire to be what? Desired. We have idealistic love. It is one of the most common types of love. In this situation, as we mentioned earlier, this is when you fall in love with the idea of someone and not the reality of them. This can happen when you're feeling unfulfilled in your relationship or whatever reason. We often attach ideas to someone based on very little awareness of what they really like. We might see someone physically attractive and assume that they would also be sweet and funny and charming without any knowledge of their actual personality type. This causes us to fall in love with the idea of them rather than the reality of them. So yeah, figure out what type of love you're feeling before you conclude that you're in love with two people or two persons. Ask yourself, what kind of love is it? The familiar love, the love that you're just the kind of love you feel towards somebody you're so used to, you're so fond of, somebody you're really, 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 really familiar with. You just love their companionship, you love their presence, you love them being around and all that thing. All right. You need to also ask yourself, is it a romantic love? All right. Is it sexual love? Is it idealistic love? You just love, you just love the ideology of this person. You just love something about this person. So you just need to really figure out the kind of love you have for this other party, or figure out the kind of love you have for the kind of love you have when you find yourself in a situation where you're in love with more than one person. All right. And the fourth one is consider who you are most compatible with. Consider who you're most compatible with. Think about who you are. Think about who you're most compatible with and how things could work on a practical level. Think about what you want in a relationship what you want the relationship to look like, and who your best match is. Maybe the partner you're with isn't someone you see yourself in a relationship with. Maybe it happens to be somebody you don't see yourself in a relationship with long term, because you have such different goals and values, and the other person is much aligned with what you want from a long-term partner. Equally, maybe you realize that one of the people you are in love with is very attractive and exciting, but wouldn't be stable enough and good at communicating for anything long-term. This will really challenge you. All right, this will really challenge you, and you will need to be brutally honest with yourself. Remember that neither of the people you are in love with need to know about your pro and cons list, so you can be as open, as vulnerable with yourself as it takes to make a decision. Now, number 5, work out what you really want from life. Remember, consider who you are most compatible with. Consider the fact that out of brother A or brother B, sister A or sister B, who are you most compatible with? Who shares your ideology? Who are you most compatible with in all ramifications? All right, and then having done that, so we have, let me see if I can take all. We have this is 7. And I'm at number 5. Okay, we can finish it today. Work out what you really want from life. Before you finally say, before you finally settle down, or before you finally say, okay, out of this two brother or sister that I'm in love with, before you finally choose who you want to choose, because at the end of the day, you might not be able to get married to both of them. Work out what you really want from life. What do you really want from life? What do you really want from life? You might currently feel like you only have 2 options, partner 1 or partner 2. This can make things tricky, as you're choosing between 2 specific people with specific sets of personality traits. Rather than focusing on what these 2 people can offer you, think about what you actually want independently from these 2 options. Make a list of all the things you would like in a relationship, not just from the relationships that are available to you right now. You might realize that one person already, ticks all the boxes, or you might discover that neither of them are actually what you genuinely want. What do you want in a relationship? What do you want for yourself? What do you want for your life? List them out if possible. All right? List them out. What do you want in the person that you want to end your life with, you want to spend your life with? Outside the 100 people you're in love with, you might realize that one person already ticks all the boxes. Or you might discover that neither of them are actually what you genuinely want. When we have feelings for more than one person at a time, we get so caught up in choosing between the two of them that we forget about the rest of the world. Don't limit yourself. You might be having feelings for two people because neither of them can provide anything you want or need. So you are getting half bread from this one, half bread for this one to get one, to you collect half bread, you collect half bread for you to get one bread. Neither of them can provide anything that you want. So you need to ask yourself, what do you want in life? Don't limit yourself. You might be having feelings for two people because neither of them can provide anything that you want or need. That means that neither of them are quite right for you. So you can start to look somewhere else and find someone who is enough for you in their one person. So you don't, for instance, you have a list of 10 things you're looking out for a man, and this one has 5, the other one has the remaining 5. That makes you fall in love with 2. You don't limit yourself. When you don't limit yourself to just those 2 people you're in love with, you're going to discover that you'll find one person that has all the qualities that you're looking out for. So that means that neither of them are quite right for you. You can start to look somewhere else and find someone who is enough for you in their one person, thus eliminating your need to fill someone's void with someone else. All right. Number 6, be honest with them, both of them. This might be an option for you for a number of reasons, but we should urge you to. I would urge you to consider it if you can. Be honest with them. Be honest with both of them. Be honest with both of them. Be very, very honest with both of them. This might not be an option for you for a number of reasons, but I would urge you to consider it if you can. Being honest might mean telling your partner you have feelings for someone else. This is very difficult as it is similar to admitting to an emotional affair. You will need to think carefully about the best way to approach it and take their feelings into consideration. If you're not in a relationship with either of them, this will be easier but still challenging, so take your time. If you're trying to choose between 2 people, it's unfair to keep them both dangling on a string while they wait for you to make a decision. But telling them how you feel, you are letting yourself be vulnerable, which can feel very scary. Remember that you are doing this out of respect for them, and if they are worth your time, they will try to understand and let you come to your own decision. All right? Now, let's take the very last. We'll do this in 1 minute and then we'll call it a day. Ask yourself if you're actually looking for an escape. Many people, we have different people with different reasons for being in love. Ask yourself if you're trying to escape whatever it is that you're trying to escape. Ask yourself if you really are like you're trying to escape whatever it is that you're trying to escape. So ask yourself if you're really looking for an escape. Ask yourself if you're actually just looking for an escape. As we've mentioned above, some feelings we develop for people are based on the idea of them, not the actual person. But you're just trying to just while away time. You're just trying to just be funny in some situations. All right. This often happens when we are feeling lonely or sad, or maybe when we are in an unfulfilling relationship. We look to someone else to fill the void and accommodate what is missing. So you're trying to escape from your previous relationship, or you're trying to escape from, and in your mind, you're in love with another person, or you're in love with 2 people. You're just trying to escape that void. You're just trying to escape Sapa. You're just trying to escape whatever it is. You see it now. So if you often find yourself experiencing feelings for people that aren't your partner, it might be because you are looking for an excuse to leave. That's another thing. If you are regularly looking somewhere else, including if you're regularly looking somewhere else, including in emotional or physical affairs, you might be trying to find a reason to break things off with your partner. Maybe you want them to catch you having feelings or someone else so that it is their decision to end things. Either way, it's something to consider. You know how people just try to misbehave intentionally towards their partner for the other person to end it. So that's it. At the end of the day, we can only give you, I can only give you as much advice as you can. All right, so you need to make a decision yourself. Listening to programs like this from time to time, and that's why it's important we say when we come to, when it comes to the Voice Up program, the intention or the aim is just to let everyone come and express themselves and really, just ask genuine questions and, just try to get solutions to any situation on the ground. So if you're still not sure what to do about your feelings or who you want to choose, it's not easy. Definitely not easy. It's not an easy situation to be in, and it might be all the more difficult if you don't have anyone to talk to about it. So talking to someone is a great way to get your thoughts and your worries out of your head so you can walk through them. Speak to an experienced relationship expert about it. The reason for speaking to an experienced relationship expert is because they are trained to help people in situations like yours. They can listen to you and offer well-considered advice to help you figure out which person you have the most genuine feelings for and who will likely give you the best short and long-term happiness. Thank you very much. Yes, So do well to join us again as we'll have great conversations on the Voice Up Show program, Wednesday, 4 p.m. So yeah, if you're still in love with two persons after everything I've said, I'll see you again next week, Wednesday.
Review.
Behind me are stacks of blocks. Implies one thing: infrastructural development. Here at Billionaire Island Phase 8, infrastructural development has commenced and we will give you more updates in the coming days.
True to our word, infrastructural development has since commenced at Billionaires Island by Cedarwood Phase 8, with the frontal perimeter fencing ongoing, amounting to 30% delivery. More portions of the job will be delivered in record time. A blend of our signature brick and concrete, the perimeter fencing will also feature unique artwork designs. For the proposed glass gatehouse, damp-proof course is ongoing, built, sand-filled and awaiting oversights. With concreting to follow, reinforcement for the gate pillars have been done as gate fabrication continues at the different locations. Ahead of the first batch of fiscal allocation in the estate, setting out and plot demarcation will commence this week 20 of 2024. Beyond providing you an affordable opportunity to acquire property, we want to build you a garden city estate, hence a subscription invitation to you. Billionaires Island by Cedarwood Phase 8 is currently selling at 5.5 million naira per 464 square meter plot, but you can acquire yours at an early bird price of 3.5 million naira till May 19, 2024. Subscribe today.